Hello, good morning. We are just sailing into Tortola, so I'm going to go and get a coffee from the coffee port and go and watch up from top deck. Is the plan. So today we're going to Cane Garden Beach. I've got a to-be transfer, cost me £35. So yeah, I'm going to go and get a coffee, which is included in my premium all exclusive. Inclusive, it's early. I woke up an hour ago. So yeah, today's fit, generally swim pool ready. Nice little tankini going on here today, which will hopefully be seeing lots of the sea at Cane Garden Beach. So let's go and get a very necessary brew, up to the top deck and watch the sailing. I've been to the coffee port, I've got my Americano, and I am watching the sailing. If I look a little shiny to you guys today, it's because I slightly overdid the sun yesterday and I am going to be out for at least 4 hours in the sun today. I have put this all day factor 20 stuff on from Ultrasun that was given to me by Richard's mum Cherry, and it does make you shiny, but it does last all day even when you go in the water, and it's just going to protect the bits that got slightly overdone yesterday so that they get a chance to calm down a little bit today. Anyway, you don't want to look at me, you want to look at this. Ignore the slightly grey sky, we are told that will go away. So I've been to the buffet and got myself some breakfast, and now I have come to sit in the back of the summer house bar and eat it because it's really busy in the buffet, and also because the view is this. That is the port of Tortola, that's the pier, gorgeous, and that is my brekkie, so I'm going to tuck into that. And there is the aftermath. So I had a couple of pieces of bacon, black pudding, half a sausage, didn't really like it, some beans and a really nice tomato. So tomorrow, more bacon, more tomato, less sausage, less beans. She's learning. The coffee port is located on deck 6 and all drinks there are included if you're on the premium all-inclusive package, or you can just buy them separately as you wish if you're on the regular all-inclusive. So I've got a little bit of time to kill before I go on my trip, so I've decided to go to the coffee port. They do a cracking Americano. I know this because whilst out watching the sail away this morning, I managed to drop an entire cup of Americano all over the deck, so I'll come for another one to make up for it. Lovely brew. They understand about my weird milk preferences. They bring my own milk and look, a little bit of cake. I may have a cake-shaped hole that I can fill. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? Ah, it's beautiful. And somewhere down there is my window. I should have put something in my window so I would know it was me. I'll try that next time. That is gorgeous water, but I'm hoping to be swimming in soon. So we're going to take a long walk down a short pier. It is a short pier. Going to have a quick look around all the shops, and then I get picked up in about half an hour for my transfer to Cane Garden Beach. All the ports have these brilliant photo opportunities, so you could get your picture done in front of the ship. At the Pier Park here at Tortola, there was loads of shopping opportunities, loads of things to see, and duty free, of course. Whoa, big bird. I am quite excited about getting one of these. This could be entertaining, people. Let's hope Karen doesn't bounce out and end up down one of the mountains. It only took about 20 minutes to get to Cane Garden Beach, but my God, what a ride. Absolute insanity. This rickety looking old bus got us up and down some hills that I'm fairly confident most vehicles in the UK would struggle to get up and down. Whilst we were going round, our driver also gave us a bit of a guided tour and some history of the island. I am absolutely loving this trip. It's the bumpiest old bus and it's fantastic, I love it. These hills are like so incredibly steep. Oh, and nearly dropped my phone, that nearly went horribly wrong. Oh my God, these stills are, I cannot believe that this rickety old van thing is making it up probably better than my car at home would. It's vaguely terrifying, but then I was warned. The transfer bus did also stop for some great opportunities to take beautiful photographs. The scenery was stunning, as was Cane Garden Beach. Oh my God, look at my view for the day. And get me in that sea is all I can say. Oh, I am walking into my first Caribbean sea with my little water shoes on, as I'm a wuss, and the sand's about to give way under my feet, which scares the crap out of me. Oh, it's cold and it's awesome. Look at this. This is immense. Oh, it's a bit chilly, but it will be because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun's not really come out yet. This is gorgeous. I'm not normally a sandy beach person, but I do love, whoa, sorry, the floor just dropped away. I do love the sea and it's gorgeous. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now, because I won't put my head under the water, I have no idea what was just there. But that's my view. Look how fit my view is. Okay, so we are here at Cane Garden Bay. And even though the sun has literally just gone in behind the clouds, it is still absolutely gorgeous. The sea is a little chilly, but that's because the sun's gone in behind the clouds. But when that sun comes out, it's roasting. As we've all seen, I'm still a little bit pink from yesterday. However, salt water and seawater is really good if you're a bit sunburnt. So I'm going to soak my skin in here till I'm pruny. And yeah, it's lovely here. So we got a bottle of water. The transfer was 35 quid. Going up the steepest and quite scary hills, and then back down the steepest and quite scary hills. I will try and insert some footage. And then you get to this beach and it's stunning. I will try and circle round. There we go. Feet paddling madly. And there's like a busy section, and if you go over to that section over there, that's quite quiet. And there's loads of yachts everywhere. Apparently this island is the yacht capital. Anyway, I want to stop filming now, just enjoy the water, so I'll be back. Plus there's a weird cloudy thing on the lens which I think might be water. So I'm having a little walk up off the beach, and there's some other little stalls and markets and things like that just up here, and also some more over there. And we all know that I'm an absolute souvenir whore, so let's go and see what I can buy. Well, I've got a little bit peckish and my food schedule is going to be a bit weird today because of everything I've got booked in. So I've decided to come to Plumrose of my ex, and I'm going to have a Plumrose burger and a margarita. Because I think it's important while we're here to sort of support the local economy, as fluffed up as that sounds. And looks like I am. But yeah, I do like to spend a little bit in every port, particularly in places like this that were, like they were saying, it was completely devastated by the hurricanes in 2017 and then the pandemic, and it's taken like years for them to get back to being able to sort of serve people and give a good service and have all the facilities back that they wanted to. So yeah, not spending a lot, but spending some, and that's good, I think. Cheers to the British Virgin Islands and Tortola. My God, that's strong. That is a good margarita. Yes, come here. This place is great. I haven't had the food yet, but I'm sure it'll be great. I can confirm that the burger was lovely, but due to a slight scheduling issue, I ended up having to pick my stuff up and leg it back to the bus. So we headed on back down to the ship. I say down, we had to go up the hill again, then down the hill again. It was the same terrifying bus journey, but I actually managed to film some of it this time. Oh, I'll get that, don't you worry. These hills are phenomenal. I cannot believe this thing makes them. I will get some footage when we come down the other side. This is a little quick for me. We're coming for you. I'm coming for my shower. I've had that much salt water that my skin has absorbed it all, and I feel like I'm going to have to shrivel up. Okay, so we're going to head back to the ship now. The plan is I'm going to have a shower, and then it will be time for my facial at the spa. So shower, facial, and then the exchange. So that did not go as planned. It took quite a while for my food to arrive. By the time my food was due to arrive, I needed to get back on the bus to get back here. So I paid $20 for a burger I didn't eat. So I'm back in the marketplace now. I'm having pretty much the same as I had yesterday. So salad with some cheese, Cornish pasty. Then I need to go and get a shower, and then I've got my facial, and then I've got the heist. and then I might be able to get some food after that. We will see. That's not going to be about 8 o'clock tonight though, so I thought I should probably get something to eat now. And I'm pretty hungry, so we'll see how much of this I get. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. I think I'm getting the hang of ordering enough that I want to eat without over-ordering. Because that was very nice and I'm suitably full, but not overly full. This is good news. Oh, that's better. So I've had a shower, I've changed, and something mysterious has come through my door. What's this? It's an invitation to the exchange. Now, I can't show you any more of it because it contains a secret password that I have to use to get in. So that's at 6:30 this evening. I have to find the secret door on deck 8 and I have to have a special code word. And yeah, then I get to go in there and I get 3 cocktails. They're exclusive to the exchange. And then there is, all I know is it's an immersive show and it's sort of 1930s themed. So that is the extent of my knowledge. I'm very excited about that because it's something very different to anything I've done on a cruise before. So yeah, so my next stop is I'm going to go to the spa and have a lovely facial. So I don't know how much filming I can do in the spa because it's a tranquil environment. And yeah, so I'm going to go to the summer house and sit in the lovely sun, have a look at Tortola and have a drink. Because, you know, 1 margarita and it's 2:30. There's something very wrong with this. Oh yeah, apparently I've got to give you a look at the fit for this afternoon. This is the fit. See, I'm so cool. Well, I'm walking to the summer house and it's a bit quiet down the corridor. Because I've not been able to get my steps in, going up and down the stairs, which is what I did last time to try and make sure that the weight gain was not too horrendous. So what I'm doing now is I'm making a conscious effort to walk. I'm pretty much at the fore of the ship where I am, and I'm making a conscious effort to sort of walk all the way to the aft and get the lift up from there. So I've done a decent amount of walking. Well, I've been for my facial and it was very nice. I feel very rejuvenated. And dare I say it, marginally less wrinkly? Don't know. They did have lots of products on sale, lovely Elemis products, but I have so far spent a lot of money that I didn't think I was going to spend, so I'm going to not get them for now. So we are currently sailing away from Tortola, making our way to St Martin, which is tomorrow, and I am going to the exchange. So I don't know how much of that I'll be allowed to film, but I'll have a go and I'll show you the outfit. There we go. So I haven't gone 1930s, but I have gone a little bit sparkly and a little bit swingy. So hopefully this will be, it says you've got to dress to impress. For the second night running, for the love of God. I'm a scruffy person who likes to sit around in leggings and some kind of t-shirt. So the chest is still a little bit angry today. I may even go to the shop and buy a slightly higher factor of sun cream just to sort of completely block the rays tomorrow so that it calms down a little bit and then I can actually sort of enjoy sunbathing again. Anyway, enough. I'm going for the exchange now, which contains 3 cocktails and I haven't eaten since mid-afternoon, so this could be funny. Without giving anything away, the exchange was my favourite thing that I did on the ship. I will insert in a couple of small clips, but they tell you nothing. Keep the secrets, people. Okay, so the exchange was superb. I'm not going to give you any details because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I will insert a couple of clips which give nothing away. I did try and go and eat in Bicester, but it was fully booked because it's quite late now. So I'm back in latitude 53 and this is tonight's menu. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for the chicken liver parfait. And then a pan-fried salmon. We'll see what comes of that. Both courses, absolutely fantastic as before, but a lot of alcohol plus eating very late essentially put me into a food coma, so I went to bed. Good morning. I didn't probably sign off last night because oh, what a good show. Went to the show at the Exchange, which was superb, absolutely brilliant. The one we did, the lock-in, were brilliant, hilarious, so much fun, met loads of really nice people. But you get, I won't tell you much about it, but you get 3 cocktails, and these 3 cocktails have to be drunk within an hour and a half, for reasons that will become apparent. Now, because I chose to go to the 6:30 show, I hadn't had any dinner. So after I drank those 3 cocktails in an hour and a half, to the squiffiness. So I went and got some dinner, and obviously they serve you wine with dinner, which I barely touched. And I ate like a 3-course meal, which I will insert clips of here. And the only time at the moment that I can eat that much food is when I'm really drunk, and it must bypass all the brain things that tells me I'm full. So I ate, what did I have for a starter? I had a starter, which I can't remember. Wow, good night. So I had 3 courses, I'll show you them. And I was nodding at the table. It was only about 9:30. I was properly nodding. So I gave up and came to bed. And then I didn't wake up till 7 o'clock this morning, so I must have needed the sleep, or there were drugs in those cocktails. There were not drugs in those cocktails. So this morning we are literally just sailing into St Martin. I would say the beautiful St Martin, but we appear to be sailing into an industrial port, and I've not seen the rest of it yet. So I'm going to go and grab some breakfast. My excursion today doesn't leave until 11, so I'm going to go and grab a leisurely breakfast in latitude 53, and then decide where I go from there for a couple of hours before it's time to leave. Full English with an omelette. Let's see how much of this I can get through. And that's what's beaten me. So about half my breakfast this morning. So normal service has been resumed. See, when I'm not absolutely trolleyed on cocktails, my food consumption is definitely reduced. We docked at about 8 o'clock in the morning at Philipsburg, which is on the Dutch side of the gorgeous St Martin. There's also a French side, which we are going to nip into on my tour today. Okay, so I have had breakfast. I'm going to do a quick trip up to the spa to do the sauna and steam rooms, and then in about an hour I will be making my way out to Sky High Sights and Island Vibes, which is seeing the village of St Martin and then going to the famous Maho beach to see if I can see a plane coming in. Okay, because there's nobody else up here this morning, I'm going to show you the terrace, which might be some of the best money I have spent. It's part of the spa. You have to pay an add-on for it, but it's like a private area where you can sit in these really comfortable, like I fell asleep in one the other day, which is how my chest got a bit burnt, like egg-shaped seats things. And it's right at the fore of the ship as well. So there's some beautiful views that you can relax to, and yeah, there's an additional cost to it. You buy it as an add-on to the spa package, but what's also really good with the spa package, so you can still use it on your last day. So even when you can't get into your cabin, you can come here and have a shower and freshen up before your flight, and relax out here, because it's April and there's a lot of kids. I think I mentioned this the other day when I was trying to quietly film. But there's no people here now, so I can say it louder. So yeah, because it's April and there's lots of kids, this is a little sort of over 16s only retreat, which is an add-on as part of your spa package. Okay, so we are in Marigot, which is in the French side of St Martin. We have come on a Sunday, which means the majority of shops are closed. Yay! But there is a market behind me selling the usual souvenir tat, and it's the same stuff on every stall, and the sea is of course beautiful behind me. There's also some kind of bike race going on, so we can't get down a load of the streets, which is fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a wander around this market, get my St Martin magnet, and then head back to the bus, because then we're going to Aeroplane Beach. Well, I landed on the famous Maho beach, and if I manage to catch that okay, because the sun's in my eyes, then I should have just got the shot of an aeroplane going over my head, which is quite creepy. I don't know if there's another one due, because I don't know how much longer we're here. Pose for photo. But the sea is beautiful, and we're only actually here for like an hour and a half, and I'm sinking into the sand. Oh, there it is. I'm hoping you can see it, because I can't see a thing. Nope, didn't see it. Okay, I've given up on the beach because I keep falling in the sand. So I've come to the sunset bar and going to have some food and a large margarita. And if I am to be believed, I am browning off nicely. So this day is working out well. Oh, hang on, there's a plane. Everything stops for the plane. Thank you. And food. This is my burger with Swiss. This is my margarita, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat. Well, that was absolutely delicious, that burger. I managed to eat all of the meat on the burger. I left about half the bread and about half the chips. I'll show you. That is what's left. Some bread, some chips, some lettuce. I did put the rest of the vegetation on my burger though, so you know. So I'm going to finish my margarita, do a little bit of shopping, and then it'll be time to head back to the ship. I really enjoyed watching everybody looking at the planes, and I particularly enjoyed watching people get sandblasted when the larger planes were getting ready to leave. That is full of entertainment, and there are signs warning people, so it's their own fault. Well, I'm back. I'm in the pool. There is a quiz going on, so you might hear Lewis from South Shore, Blackpool, chatting away in the background. Just wanted to tell you what I thought about today's trip. Not definitely, probably, I can officially say not my favourite. We went to a market that was sort of a market, but was the same shop, well, the same stall over and over again about 10 times. And that was the only thing that was open in St Martin today, apparently, because it's Sunday. Sure. We then went to Maho Beach, which is where you can see the aeroplanes, and I saw lots of aeroplanes come in and land. I saw some people get sandblasted by jets about to take off. That was very entertaining. And I went to the Sunset Bar and had a burger and a margarita. I swear to God, he's just getting louder. No, he isn't. He's a lovely guy, actually. I may give up trying to do this and finish off in the cabin. But yeah, so the beach was fun. I got, I think, some footage of planes coming in. It was very bright. But yeah, the town part wasn't good. I think I'd probably have just rather done the beach. Went to the sunset, had some food, which I showed you, which was nice. And now I'm having a little swim in the pool. I might go to the spa, and then it's bingo, quiz, and let's get ready for this evening. I nipped into Vista for a very quick dinner before tonight's entertainment, which was a guest show, Nia King, doing a tribute to Whitney Houston. Well, I've not managed to do much filming tonight because I've been sort of surrounded by people. But I've been and watched the game show in Squid and Anchor, like a film-themed thing, not too dissimilar to the one that I competed in on Explorer. And I've been to watch Nia King, who is a Whitney Houston tribute, and now I'm going for a final drink in the electric rooms before I go home. So for any of you that watched the last cruise vlog, you'll have known that I went on Marella Explorer with Richard, and our favourite drink when we were on there was the sweet and smoky margarita. Today is the 8th anniversary of Richard getting his brand new heart, which meant he's still alive today, which I'm personally very happy about. And so I promised I'd have a sweet and smoky margarita for him, and I'm about to do so. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Okay. This is your cocktail. Favorite cocktail. I know you. Sweet smoky margarita.
Absolutely. Early start for me this morning, so I've come for breakfast in the kitchens. I have to be at the end of the pier in 15 minutes so that I can go on my scenic railway and catamaran cruise. So it's busy here in the kitchen, so I'm going to assume everybody's going on a thing. So I'm going to show you what I'm eating. I think I should be able to get through this. Omelette, sausages, bacon, tomato, all of your major food groups. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get through this. I will show you at the end. All major food groups consumed and just one little sausage left there when it's served. So yeah, that was good. I'm trying to not overstuff myself first thing in the morning, so that worked out really well. So yes, I'm going on a scenic railway and then a catamaran thing today. It'll be the first day that I've worn underwear for like the whole day, because I've been in swimwear all day for the last few days. So various bits of me are very happy. Right, so I'm going to finish my brew and then it'll be time to get off. Alright, so we've disembarked. I'm officially in St Kitts and we're parked next to the Norwegian Pearl. That does rather appear to be having a bit of a party, which I like. Oh, there's a shuttle service I'm stood in the way of. Looks to be a similar sized ship to us, which I quite like. There's her name. It's a little bit windy, but that's nice because it's also incredibly warm. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my cabin, aren't I? Right, hang on. I have to get my cabin on the way back. I've realised it's all the way back in the front of the ship. And I'm supposed to be down there in 5 minutes. Oh, I like this wind. So we're having a little sail through the island of St Kitts, and we're getting a little history tour. There's the gubernatorial mansion there somewhere. There. Over there. There's a mansion, the governor lives in it, it's very cool. And nursing students and all sorts. It's very interesting. I'm not going to tell you all about it because then you won't. Every night.
They just might have a beachfront right here. And that's what they're going to try on the outside set. Try and say they're going to have a beachfront. Coming on up down here, we have a pretty.
He is absolutely brilliant. But this is fantastic. We've had some crisps and a couple of glasses of rum punch, which is quite adventurous for. Oh, I love this song. Which is quite adventurous for this time of day. And we are just sailing along the coastline of St Kitts and getting some lovely facts about it. I definitely recommend this trip so far, and I've not even made it on the boat yet. No, I'm on the boat. I've not made it on the train. Am I on the boat or am I off the boat? Travel blog Jamie. Follow him on YouTube.
Good Lord! A double shot of whiskey! Have a history! Got the ball and tipsy! A little bit of read, that's all I need. A little bit of tea is what I see.
Cannot escape work, even here. And they were on the last cruise. This feels mean. Okay, let's see if this boat's going to do it.
YMCA.
Yeah, they're doing it.
YMCA.
So we've just got off the boat and we are on the bus now going to Scenic Railway. That was really, really good fun, the boat. The rum punch was flowing and it was really cool. We've just boarded the train and there's more free alcohol. So yeah, this trip's worth its weight in rum. Anyway, so I was telling my auntie about this trip before I came. Sorry, excuse my aunt. I was telling my auntie about this trip before I came, and my auntie was saying that when my mum came to St Kitts, this was like, well, it was her favourite part of the holiday, was doing this train ride. So I was determined that I was going to make sure that I did this. For those of you that sort of didn't see it in my last video, we lost my mum in August of last year, quite suddenly, and so this has been my year of saying yes. This has been my year of doing more of the things I wanted to do and less of the things I didn't want to do regardless. So yeah, this has been my mantra for this year, and so far it's working out pretty well. She says in St. Kitts in the Caribbean, for the love of God. So yeah, I've got a rum and coke on the way, and we're about to go off on a little train ride, and this one is for my little mum. So I was sort of sat here on the train, and you know that butterfly that I filmed earlier? Hang on, that butterfly that I filmed earlier came and sat on my finger, which, if you believe in sort of spiritualism and stuff, I know I'm going to sound a little bit hokey now, but I do believe in spiritualism. They connect butterflies and that kind of thing to people in spirit. And I'm like sat on this train that my mum was sat on, doing the trip that my mum did, and this little butterfly comes and sits on my finger, and I kind of go, "Alright mum, how you doing? Thought you might want to do this one again." That was nice. It's not just because of the rum punch either. Yes! Morris dancing on a train! Yeah! I'm too scared to look, so you have to look for me. I'm fairly confident that's a long way down. Jeez. Yeah, these guys have been up here twice now. Doing what looks like a Caribbean hokey cokey. You decide. After a morning of sightseeing, I am absolutely starving and pretty knackered. So, I've got a rumble from the bar, salad, and a pie. Because the pies are good here, people. Let's see what I can get through. Well, that was exactly what I needed, just enough salad and pie. I am suitably stuffed. Okay, so in my official status as Nana, I have come back to my cabin for a little nap. And look, there's a little towel mouse under my bed. Oh, I'm so easily amused. There's been a lot of rum today. So yeah, I'm going to have a couple of hours nap and then get showered and go out for the evening a little bit earlier. And my plan is then I can eat earlier and I can see the show earlier because I've got quite an early start tomorrow morning. I think I've got to be off the ship for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So my plan is to get an early-ish night tonight. But then that was my plan yesterday, and I randomly stayed up to 11:45, so we'll see what happens. Well, I had a lovely nap. Just an hour, but just enough. I'm just walking down to the Squid Anchor now. Well, I'm walking the length of my corridor because the Squid Anchor is at the back of the ship, and I live at the front of the ship. So I'm going to walk down the corridor and get the lift at the back, which will take me right to the doors. So, in what has become a bit of a nightly ritual, I am back in the Squid Anchor. It is 10 to 5, and my plan is to do the quiz and then bingo. What is differing slightly from my usual ritual is I'm then going to go and get some food, and then I'm going to go and see the Dreamers show, because it's always a bit of a rush, and I really want to make sure I see that one. So, yeah, that's the plan. Wish me luck for bingo.
Until eyes down. And if you want to get those tickets, I've got 2 off.
I did not win money, but I'm going to keep playing because I'm a grandma and I love it. Except I'm not actually a grandma, Toby. So I'm not having an overly successful evening so far. I went to the holiday store to book me and Richard onto the Explorer for next year, and unfortunately the website crashed just as we were about to make the booking, so I have to go back again and do that. And then I've come to Vista to get some food, and there is a 45-minute wait, so I am once again on a little buzzer, which means I won't get to see the 8 o'clock show of Dreamers, so I'll be going to see the 10 o'clock show instead. I'm going to go to the Arts House now, listen to the pianist, and get myself a beverage. So I'm starting my meal in Vista with my traditional arancini. Gone in literally 60 seconds. Some steak and some potato. Let's give it a go. Done. Finished. It was alright. Not entirely happy that I waited all night for it. that has been a bit of a way that today has gone. So I'm going to get some cheese. Can't go wrong with cheese. Well, after a bit of a disappointing meal at Vista, yeah, the service was fantastic, but the steak that I had been promised was going to be marvellous was possibly one of the worst steaks I've ever eaten. The cheese board came with, I mean, I like cheese, but the cheese board came with 4 times the amount of cheese than crackers. And I like cheese and I ate the cheese, but it wasn't what I was after. And it was just very slow. It's taken like an hour and a half in there. So I've come into aperitif to cheer myself up with one of our favourite cocktails from the last cruise, which was a blood and sand. So if we look in the menu, you can see blood and sand. There is Jack Daniel's orange juice, cherry liqueur, and vermouth, or martini as us common people would call it. But there's various cocktails that you can only get here, and they all live there. So I'm going to have my blood and sand and contemplate whether or not I can stay awake for the show. Did stay awake. I'm so glad I watched it, but I was so engrossed that I didn't film any of it. If you don't see any other show when you go on Voyager, make sure you see this one. It's excellent. Coming up in my third and final vlog from my Caribbean cruise. I go swimming with stingrays in Antigua, try a little bit of speciality dining, go up and down some winding hills in Dominica, try the Exchange one last time, and then it's time to bid farewell to my cruise at Grantley Adams Airport as we join our TUI Dreamliner flight home. Thanks for watching, see you later.